Tonight, negotiations over the next phase of U.S. funding for conflicts in Ukraine and Israel remain on the brink as senators work through the weekend on a package. This latest push follows the collapse of bipartisan talks over sweeping legislation on border security and foreign aid, and as allies in Europe pressure the U.S. to step in as Ukraine faces more turmoil. The country's top general was replaced this week. Overnight, at least 7 people, including 3 children, died after a Russian drone strike in a residential neighborhood in Kharkiv. Fire crews fought flames that local authorities say destroyed several homes. And in the Middle East, there's new tension between the U.S. and Israel, with the war in Gaza expanding. CBS's Debora Patta is in Jerusalem with the latest.
Good evening. The 1.4 million Palestinians seeking shelter in Rafah have been given several options by Israel. They can move to another part of Rafah, go to Khan Yunis, which is still regularly bombed, or return to the north, which has been all but obliterated.
This was supposed to be the last stop. This woman fled with her family from Khan Yunis to stay with her sister in Rafah. But the home she sought refuge in was among those hit in an Israeli airstrike. Her sister was killed along with 11 others, including 5 children. After more than 4 months of war, the tents of those displaced go on for miles. Fear and despair are rising. The choice is stark: stay or run, either way, risking death. The north of Gaza is one area Israel has suggested people return to. But this is where 6-year-old Hind Rajab and her 15-year-old cousin Layan were trapped in a car surrounded by dead relatives after they came under fire nearly 2 weeks ago. They phoned the Red Crescent for help. Layan died, but little Hind was still alive, begging them to save her. The Red Crescent stayed talking to Hind for hours. After being given the green light by the Israeli military, 2 brave paramedics finally set off on a rescue mission. Their last call to the office was chilling, said spokeswoman Nabal Farsak. We heard gunshots, then an explosion, she said. Then we lost communication. Today, the 2 men were found blown to pieces in their clearly marked ambulance. Just a few meters away, little Hind lay dead in her shattered car.
Rafah is not just the last refuge, it's also an entry point for humanitarian aid and where doctors are treating patients from all over Gaza, Robert, desperately trying to save lives.
Debora Patta in Jerusalem. Thank you.